We're live. So we're here. I'm gonna change the camera to go background.
Against the Idaho Maryland mine. All these amazing people have come out today to protect our water, to protect our sacred earth. Thanks for being here.
Oh, great to be here.
So we are here live in Grass Valley. We are protesting the mine today because it is going to be detrimental to our earth, to our water, to the animals. It's an 80-year project as well. Some of the things that I wanted to highlight that are going to be super destructive is it's going to really destroy the earth because they're going to be using mercury to pump the gold out. They use mercury. It's going to be pumped into the water with the way that they extract. The company that's doing this is a company called Rise Gold, and Rise Gold are a 14-year-old mining company that has never opened a mine and never made a profit. They want to reopen the Idaho Maryland mine here in Grass Valley. The Nevada County Board of Supervisors has approved the development of an environmental impact report and may make a decision as early as 2021. And I'll let you know what's at stake. So currently the Board of Supervisors, there is 5 members, and 2 of them are for the project, and we currently have 3 that are undecided right now. So the 3 that are undecided, we are trying to convince them. They're the ones that clearly haven't been bought out yet. So the current risks, the risks to our health, it's going to be for 80 years, this project, 80 years. Hard rock mining is the single largest source of toxic waste in the United States. Rise Gold wants to put a heavy industrial mining plant into the middle of our peaceful residential community, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week for up to 80 years. So anyone living in the area, if you have land here, the cost of that land is going to plummet very, very much so, because the water is not going to be good, the land is not going to be good. You're going to have loud noises, explosions, 24 hours a day. It's going to pollute the air. So Grass Valley gets an F for air quality today. The mine will make it worse with escape dust from continuous rock crushing, loading, hauling, and unloading, spreading and compacting. With chronic lung disease deaths already at twice the state average, we can't afford any more. So basically anyone that has asthma or any problems with their lungs, this is going to severely impact them. And like I said, 24 hours, 7 days a week, for 80 years, you're going to have explosions, noise pollution, you're going to have trucks unloading and loading. People have been talking about job creation. This is not going to be a thing because the jobs are basically they're going to be outsourced, and they're also going to be, none of the money that is made is going to actually go to none of the money is actually going to go to the community. It's going to go to the company and they're going to take the money out. So it's not going to benefit the community in any way. We shouldn't trust Rise Gold because their CEO's last venture polluted tribal waters, went bankrupt, and left Canadians with a mess to clean up. So therefore, they don't do any reclamation. They come into a piece of land, they steal all the resources that they want, and then they leave. They don't clean up the mess that they've made. They extract what they want. They leave the community and the land in a mess, and they just leave. So there's literally no benefit to this mine. This one is the biggest one for me. It drains our water. Water is one of the most precious resources we have, but Rise Gold plans to pump out 3.6 million gallons every day for 6 months. 3.6 million gallons of water every day. Like, for me, I can't even wrap my head around that figure. That is like, how is there even that much water? I don't know. So for 6 months, and then after that, it'll be 1.2 million gallons. Every single day, they'll pump this water out for 80 years, which means they'll be flooding creeks, destroying habitat, and putting 300 plus private wells at risk. So this means if you have land, your well is going to be at risk, which means you won't be able to drink the water, you won't be able to to water your plants. It's going to wreck our neighborhoods. So 100 truck trips per day. The peace and quiet that brought homeowners to this beautiful area will be shattered. Constant truck vibration. Noise from heavy equipment will become the new normal. Property values will suffer. Hurts business and homeowners. Rise Gold's shareholders profit, the local community gets very little. The few jobs gained are offset by big risks for tourism, high-tech businesses, wells, and tens of millions lost in property values. So the tiny bit of jobs that are going to happen do not weigh out the benefit of having them here. They're going to devour our power. The mine calls for massive energy usage, roughly 12% of what all Nevada County uses, annually further straining our power grid and completely erasing the county's plan to cut power consumption and curb climate change. Then they're going to dump the mine waste. Rise Gold owns the toxic Centennial site and is obligated to clean it up. That's good for the community, but if the mine is approved, they'll use it to dump more mine waste. So what are things that you can do? You can sign the petition. There's a petition on minewatch.org. There is also, it's minewatchnc.org, empowernevadacounty.org. You can sign the petition. Comment to the board of supervisors. I think that's the most important one. Like, we need to convince the other 3 members of the board that this is not going to be beneficial for the community at all. You can get a no mine yard sign to your post to post out in your yard. You can get a kit. You can donate. You can link with social media. You can share this. This is so important. Like, Mine Watch Nevada County is a community effort to oppose the reopening of the Idaho Maryland mine. Our mission is to share community perspectives and research, acting as a central resource to help people learn and take action. We are residents, businesses, and nonprofits who are impacted by the proposed mining operations. Each of us has a unique strength. So we have researchers identifying impacts. We advocate talks with government decision makers. Legal minds collaborate and take action with environmental lawyers, and educators help citizens take action. So those are all the points. I strongly suggest, if you care about your community and your land, that you will do something about this. We can't let this happen. This is the future of our kids. This is the future of our own drinking water, our air quality.
Can you say hi to Marituli?
Hi, Marituli.
So good to see you. So we're just here at the mine protest. If you wanted to say hello.
Yeah, aloha. Here, greetings from Brunswick and Grass Valley, saying no against the mine. We really value our clean water and our clean air, and just want to keep Mother Earth greener and safe as possible. Yeah, I love you guys. So great to be here with everyone, the community showing up, and we're super pumped. So no to the mine. Woo! Excellent.
Do you want to say something, Glenn?
Yeah, sure. Yes, that's Flo here. Just here at the mine protest. We're here to keep our air and water clean. I'm just here with Elizabeth over here. Give us say hello, Elizabeth.
Who am I saying hello to?
To the world.
Hello, world.
What are we doing?
We are standing for the water, standing for our quality of life, standing for the earth and the wildlife, and making sure that no mine comes and destroys what we have here, which is an incredibly beautiful community.
Awesome. We're gonna go visit more people and ask them what they're doing here.
Is my phone still rolling?
Yes. Do you want to take this for a second?
So we have the community that have joined here, and it's so heartwarming to see.
Well, I know you're part of my group. Oh, okay. Well, you just kind of came. Fill in.
Tyler, why do you think that the mine is bad?
Oh, I just don't think that there's any reason to. It's going to destroy the earth. It's going to destroy the ecosystem. It's going to dig up chemicals. They're going to use more chemicals. It's just going to destroy the ecosystem and infect the water and just totally mess up our lives in ways that we don't need it. So let's just keep it clean, keep it fresh. Just do other things. This is not necessary.
Guy, why do you think the mine is bad?
Why do I think the mine is bad? I mean, do you like air and water? Do you want to breathe? Do you want to be healthy? Do you want to feel good about your children playing in streams and creeks that aren't contaminated with all the shit that's going to come from mining and whatnot? So, it's pretty self-explanatory, I think.
Courtney?
Yeah, I mean, we have to protect our air and protect our water, and a Canadian company coming in to mine gold for their own profit doesn't serve the greater purposes. It's not what we're about here, so we have to stop it.
Thank you, Courtney.
Sky,
We have a lot of amazing activists here that really care about the earth. Brandon, why should we not have the mine?
This mine is going to reintroduce tons of mercury, which is settled down into the sediment right now, which is left over. It's not hurting anybody, but as soon as they start exploding, the ground underneath us, it's just going to flood our waters. No, it might even become uninhabitable here. Like, if you grow anything, if you live off of a well, you're going to be screwed.
Thanks, Brandon. Would you like to tell us why you're here?
Yes, I represent Bear River. And in the first place, the polluted water from the mine shafts is going to go down Wolf Creek into Bear River and add to the mercury and the toxic metals that are already there. Furthermore, the wells that are going to be due water will create new customers for NID, where they will pay thousands of dollars to hook up to NID and pay for water for the rest of their life instead of the free water from the ground. And as a result of the increased need, NID is going to try to dam Bear River. So Bear River loses twice. Good water, bad water, and good water. And maybe they could just leave the water in the mine shaft and use it instead of Centennial Reservoir. Wouldn't that be great? To have this storage. So no mine. Let's keep it all good and work with nature.
Thank you so much. What's your name?
Diana.
Diana. Nice to meet you, Diana.
Nice to meet you too. Thank you.
I can't play it.
Ted, why do you think the mine is bad?
Basically, you have it sitting about 2 miles away from us in the heart of the county. They're going to be drilling underground for miles and miles in their families' neighborhoods. They're going to be pulling out thousands and thousands, tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of pounds of basically pollution, spreading it around the community. Meanwhile, lots of trucks pouring chemicals into the air as they drive around 7 days a week, 16 hours a day, apparently for the next 80 years. Who wants that for their neighborhood, for their city, for their community? You got to stand up and shout about this. Do not let the Board of Supervisors in Nevada County make this vote. They were elected by you, and if you don't want this to happen, you give them a shout. Stop it. Stop this nonsense.
Thanks, Ted. I'm here with an amazing activist. Her name is Shirley. Hi, Shirley. How are you? Shirley, can you tell our viewers why you think the mine is bad?
Well, I think it's going to pollute the air, the water, the animals, the people, and everything. We don't need that right now. We need to care for our Mother Earth.
Do you think the mine's going to be a bad idea?
Yeah.
Why?
Well, I don't know.
What about you?
Because it's gonna pollute the water.
Yeah, that's right. Thank you so much for being here. Hi. Do you want to tell our viewers why you think the mine is bad?
Do I want to what?
Tell the viewers why you think the mine is a bad idea.
Well, I come from mining country up in Alaska, and I've seen way too much cyanide, mercury, nasty stuff, heavy metals around, and they don't like to clean that stuff up because it's so expensive. So even though I'm visiting here, I think it's not such a great idea to start all that all over again.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Appreciate that. I really like your sign. Do you want to tell our viewers why you guys think the mine is bad?
Oh, every aspect of it is bad. It's here to ruin everything that's wonderful out here.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for being out here with us.
The line it is gone, the curse it is cast. It's slow now, a little bit fast. As they press it now, a little bit
Amazing people out here today. A lot of selfless people. Getting a lot of thumbs up from people, which means the community are totally supporting us. Hi, Diana. Hi. Could you please
Christy.
Oh, Christy, sorry.
Yeah.
Could you please tell our viewers why you think this is a bad idea?
Oh, you are. Oh, wait a minute. You're Monique, aren't you?
Yes.
Oh, you're Tess. Oh, I apologize. Okay. So you're going to cut this, right? Because I have already messed up the beginning.
That's okay. We're live, so it's totally cool.
We're live? Serious?
We're
Oh, no.
live,
You didn't tell me. So why is it a bad idea? Okay. Well, there's a bunch of reasons why it's a bad idea. At the heart of it, what we're talking about is bringing back an incredibly toxic business to this community and planting it in the middle of a beautiful residential area that's peaceful. This is an area that people come and flock to because of our trails and because of our quaint downtown and because it's a beautiful place to have a family. But the mine will ruin all of that. The mine will literally come in and put a really heavy industrial operation right in the middle of it all. They will degrade our air, our power, our water, and there are several thousand homes in the area that we fully expect their property values to go down at the same time because nobody really wants to be right next to a big industrial complex. The values of our homes are based on the fact that it is a beautiful getaway kind of place.
Amazing. Thank you so much. I really appreciate everything that you're doing for the community.
Tess, where are you publishing this to?
Facebook.
Facebook. Awesome. Well, hi,
and
Facebook.
YouTube.
And YouTube.
Yeah.
All right, hi, everybody.
Thank you, love. You can see all the people that have shown up. I'm going to do one last round so you can see all the amazing people that have shown up today. Hi. Do you want to tell our viewers why you think that mine is bad?
Because it's going to destroy our water, our air, and the noise pollution.
Yeah, thank you so much. Did you live here?
Yes, I do.
You do? Thank you so much for saying that and for being here.
Been here since 78.
78?
Yes.
Wow, and this is going to really ruin the property value, right? Yeah.
Yeah, it's going to destroy a lot of people's property value.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
So I'm going to cross the road and go to the other side. Getting a lot of people honking, which is great.
It's called StreamYard.
StreamYard, yeah. Oh.
I think my expert.
It's 12.
Well,
So
you want to ask Michael?
Michael.
Oh, you want to get Michael in here?
Yeah. It's fine though.
Oh, he's there. Okay, so we're going to interview Michael now. Do you want to tell our viewers why you think this is a bad idea?
How many hours do you have? I don't think you have a lot of time. Okay, so the argument is it's going to bring jobs to the community and help develop infrastructure. The little bit of the benefit in light of the gravity of all the destruction and the negative impact, there's no way that those jobs will help. We have a website, empowernevadacounty.com, where we've actually put out a bunch of information about Rise Gold, their past mining operations, their practices, the broken promises, all the things that they've done, the contamination of the communities. And you can see these are not people just out here who have an opinion about Rise Gold or against the mine. They're people who are that, but also who are educated about the science and the history of Rise Gold, who's not even based in the United States, and all the empty promises, all the broken agreements, and all the toxins that they've put on communities all around the world. So we're out here today to tell them that there's enough people in this community of Nevada County. They call it the heart of gold country. The gold is not the gold in the ground. The gold is the heart of this community that helps us all come together to be a strong community and to ward off these horrific, extractive, old, cronyistic, old paradigm mentalities that they're trying to impose like an inquisition on our community. So we're here to tell you, stop the mine, let's get rid of Rise Gold, and let's have a regenerative, sustainable future for a place that we now call Nirvana City, because people come here from all over the world to enjoy the energy of this special place. The Yuba River, the Bear River, Lake Tahoe, the water that's here that runs freely, some of the only dams in the country, waterways in the country that aren't dammed. So we're here to fight back against the oppression and the suppression of truth and the extraction of our sources of life, water, minerals. These are not just resources. These are the things that give us our life and our livelihood. So we're here pushing back. No Rise Gold, no reopening of the Idaho Maryland mine. We'll be meeting every Sunday in Pioneer Park at 6 p.m. to build up more support and more people as the spring and summer wage on. Thank you so much, Tess Athena.
What can people do about this?
Well, the strange thing is, in the political system of the colonial mentality, what happens is there's a very small constituency of 5 people they call the Board of Supervisors, who make decisions for the entire population of the region. So what they can do, they can write letters and let people know that they're against the mine. But we already know that this political system is broken, it's corrupt, it's profit over people. And the idea is that we have to push back and have them make the right decision. It's people, not profit. So we have to contact the Board of Supervisors, and we have to show up. We have to get off our couches. We have to show up in here and show the community that there are people against this, that we're not going to remain complacent and silent to the proposal of this horrific project. Right now, even at Idaho Maryland mine, there's mine tailings that are still contaminating our community there that were promised to be cleaned up by the last people that were doing mining in the area. It's still sitting there. It's still contaminating Wolf Creek and our community. So again, we're talking not fake news here. We're not conspiritualists. We're talking about science. We're talking about the history of Rise Gold and what they've done in the past and how they operate. If you go to Empower Nevada County, we even show a conversation between the people from Rise Gold about how they go into communities and undermine the community. They basically do buy-offs to lots of organizations. I talked to someone from the volunteer fire department who said people from Rise Gold came in and offered to buy a new fire truck if they would support the mine. So this is called payoffs. People are being bought to support the mine for their own private benefit, and unfortunately, this has become a big methodology and system here in the U.S., in our country, and all over the world. It's like the people that are going after our resources, our water, our minerals, even our lives. The things that are happening right now that I don't even have time to talk about. We have to stand up now. We have to push back peacefully. We say no more and make a stand for the earth, make a stand for ourselves and our community. So contact the Board of Supervisors, but not just that. Show up, let your voice be heard, put a sign out, and educate each other. Let people know what's happening. This is about science and truth. This is not about opinions and perspectives. It's about people putting profit over human lives and the value of human lives and the natural worlds.
Very powerful message from Michael over here, who's been someone that has been advocating for the planet and Mother Earth and the water, and is actually doing a water protector tour at the moment. I'm going to cross the road so we can see some more people on the other side. Just so many amazing families have shown up. It's just so heartwarming. Thanks for being here. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being here. Yeah, do you want to tell people why you think this is a bad idea?
Well, because we value our clean air, our full wells, fully operating wells, and our property values, and our peace and quiet, and our the amount of vibration underneath our properties. We're in the 1,000 foot area that will be impacted underneath our houses. Will be just devastating to our beautiful properties. We have a creek going through our property, and it's just very scary that any of that would be taken away. We've raised our family there, and we want to stay until we die.
How long have you been here for?
30 years.
30 years, wow. So proper veteran of the land and a steward.
Yes, we're the steward of the land. And the little pink cottage that we live in is now our little castle.
Beautiful. Thank you so much.
Their land is just a heaven. It's so beautiful.
And do you live in the area too?
I do. I live in Nevada City, and I'm, really concerned about my community and the fact that a very rich company can come in and say we're going to do this, and like Lauren said, wreck the water, wreck the air quality, and it's time to support, get my voice.
Thank you so much. I appreciate your presence. Thank you. So as you can see, a lot of passionate people here that are... Hi. Would you like to tell people why you think this is a bad idea?
I think this is a wonderful idea.
Okay, so I think I might have asked a person that wasn't part of the protest. It's pretty funny. She just kind of looked very enticing, a very enticing person. Yeah, so I think you've gotten all the facts. Contact your border supervisors and say no to this mine, because it is going to destroy our beloved Mother Earth. So thank you so much for being here with us and for your divine presence. And yeah, thank you for being here with Gaia Warriors and really caring. I really appreciate you.